This update is for seniors, retirees, and families across the United States who rely on Social Security, supplemental security income, Social Security disability insurance, veterans benefits, and other forms of federal support to cover their basic needs. If you depend on these payments to pay for housing, groceries, medications, utilities, and transportation, it is important to understand exactly how February 2026 payments are scheduled and what you should realistically expect. Clear information removes unnecessary stress and helps you plan with confidence, especially during a time when every dollar has a purpose and very little room exists for mistakes or surprises. For millions of older Americans, these benefits are not extra spending money or a bonus. They are the foundation of daily life. They keep the lights on, food in the kitchen, and prescriptions filled. Because of that, even small changes in timing can feel overwhelming. When a payment arrives a few days earlier or later than expected, it can create worry about whether something has gone wrong. February often brings that kind of concern because it is the shortest month of the year, and fewer days on the calendar can make everything feel compressed or out of sync. The most important thing to remember is that the payment system itself has not changed. Social Security follows long-established federal rules that determine when money is sent out. These rules stay consistent from month to month. The calendar may look different, but the structure behind the scenes remains steady. Understanding that consistency can replace fear with clarity. Retirement and disability benefits are typically paid on Wednesdays throughout the month. The exact Wednesday depends on the beneficiary's date of birth. Those born earlier in the month generally receive their payment earlier, while those born later receive it later. This staggered schedule spreads millions of payments across several weeks so the system can run smoothly. It also means that neighbors, friends, or family members may be paid on different days. Seeing someone else get paid first does not mean your payment is late. It simply reflects where your birth date falls within the schedule. During February 2026, those same Wednesday rules apply. There are no special reductions, no skipped weeks, and no hidden delays built into the system. If a scheduled date falls near a weekend or federal holiday, payments are usually sent earlier to make sure funds arrive on time. That adjustment is meant to protect recipients, not inconvenience them. In many cases, money shows up sooner rather than later. Supplemental security income, often called SSI, follows a different pattern. These payments are normally issued on the first day of the month. However, when the first day falls on a weekend or holiday, the payment is released on the last business day before it. This can create confusion. Some recipients see a deposit at the end of January and assume February has been skipped. In reality, that early deposit is the February payment arriving ahead of schedule. There is no missing month and no loss of benefits. It is simply the calendar shifting the date. Because that early deposit must last the entire month, budgeting becomes especially important. Spending too much in the first week can create hardship later on. Even though the total amount has not changed, the timing can make it feel like money disappears faster. Planning ahead and spreading out expenses can help reduce that pressure. Disability beneficiaries under Social Security. Disability insurance generally follow the same Wednesday schedule as retirement recipients, again based on birth dates. Veterans benefits have their own timetable, but similar rules apply regarding weekends and holidays. Each program has its own structure, yet all of them are designed to provide steady, predictable support. None of these programs randomly skip payments or quietly reduce benefits without official notice. Many people also wonder about extra assistance, stimulus checks, or special relief payments. As of now, there is no confirmed new federal stimulus payment specifically tied to February 2026. Discussions about the economy, inflation, and the rising cost of living continue, but any additional payment would require formal legislation and clear public announcements. It is wise to rely only on verified information and not rumors circulating online or through word of mouth. False claims can create unnecessary stress and sometimes open the door to scams. Financial pressure is still very real for seniors. Even with annual cost of living adjustments, everyday expenses such as groceries, rent, insurance, and healthcare have increased significantly. Winter months can bring higher heating bills, and post-holiday expenses may strain already tight budgets. In this environment, knowing exactly when your money will arrive is more than a convenience. It is a tool for survival. One of the most helpful steps you can take is to organize your monthly bills around your confirmed payment dates. Mark them on a calendar. Schedule automatic payments after your deposit arrives rather than before. This reduces the chance of overdraft fees or late charges. A small adjustment in timing can protect limited resources and bring peace of mind. Direct deposit remains the safest and most reliable method for receiving benefits. Electronic payments typically arrive early in the morning on the scheduled day and are less likely to be delayed, lost, or stolen. Paper checks still exist, but they travel through the mail and can be affected by weather or delivery slowdowns. During winter months especially, mail delays are more common. Switching to direct deposit can eliminate that uncertainty. Another detail that sometimes surprises people is the effect of Medicare premiums. For many beneficiaries, Medicare Part B or other coverage costs are automatically deducted from their Social Security benefit before the money is deposited. This means the amount that reaches your bank account may be lower than the full benefit you were told about. That difference is not a reduction in your benefit. It is simply the premium being taken out. Understanding this helps prevent confusion when deposits look smaller than expected. If you receive more than one type of benefit, such as both Social Security and SSI, remember that each program follows its own schedule. One payment arriving does not affect the timing of the other. Sometimes the two deposits may appear close together, and other times they may be spaced farther apart. Over the course of the year, the total amount remains consistent. February is also a time when the Social Security Administration continues routine administrative work. Records are updated, addresses are verified, and banking information is processed. If you have moved, changed banks, or updated personal details, it is important to make sure your information is correct. Keeping your records current helps prevent future delays or complications. Unfortunately, periods of payment updates often attract scammers. Fraudsters may call or send messages claiming that your benefits are in danger, delayed, or increased, and that you must act immediately. They may ask for personal information or demand payment. These tactics are designed to create panic. Legitimate government agencies do not threaten beneficiaries or ask for sensitive information through unsolicited calls or messages. If something feels suspicious, it probably is. There is also ongoing discussion about the long-term future of Social Security and how the program will be funded in coming decades. While those debates are important, they do not affect current monthly payments. Benefits for eligible recipients continue under existing law. February 2026 payments are not impacted by future projections or political arguments. For now, the system continues to operate as it always has. For many seniors, emotional well-being is closely tied to financial stability. Worrying about money can affect sleep, health, and overall quality of life. Having accurate information helps restore a sense of control. When you know your payment dates and understand how the system works, you spend less time fearing the unknown and more time focusing on daily living. February's shorter length can create the feeling that money runs out faster, even though the amount you receive has not changed. Bills may seem to come due more quickly simply because there are fewer days between payments. Recognizing this as a calendar effect rather than a benefit cut can help you approach the month with a clearer mindset. Small planning strategies like dividing expenses week by week or setting aside funds for essentials first can make the month feel more manageable. Routine is powerful. When payments arrive on predictable days, you can build habits around them. You might shop for groceries the day after your deposit or schedule recurring bills for that same week. These routines reduce uncertainty and make life smoother. February follows the same predictable structure, even if it feels shorter. As you move through the month, focus on confirmed information rather than speculation. Your benefits are scheduled according to established rules. Payments are not disappearing. There are no hidden gaps. Understanding how weekends, holidays, and deductions affect timing can prevent unnecessary stress. Knowledge truly is one of the strongest forms of protection. In the end, the key message is reassurance. Social Security, SSI, disability, and veterans benefits remain dependable sources of support for millions of Americans. February 2026 is simply another month within that stable system. The dates may shift slightly because of the calendar, but the benefits themselves continue as planned. By staying informed, organizing your budget around known payment days, using secure deposit methods, and being cautious about scams, you put yourself in the best position to manage your finances with confidence. Clarity leads to preparation, and preparation leads to peace of mind. Even in a short month, steady information and careful planning can make all the difference.